Yeah. There you go.
Growing up in Hortonville, Wisconsin, Ethan Whitney always enjoyed playing basketball and talking a little trash, too.
Do you seriously want to guard him? I'll play tall, skinny guy.
Wow.
We always say he doesn't really have a filter sometimes, so he's honest with his dad.
He asked me where I got my jump shot because it is ugly.
I just call him old.
Wow, you don't mess around, do you?
No.
Then last summer, the boy who loves hoops came down with muscle pains and labored breathing. During an exam, Ethan's heart started racing.
I think it was 210 beats a minute. I mean, it was really fast. And the doctor said, I can't let your son's heart race like that. So they gave him a drug that would stop his heart for 3 or 4 seconds.
They have to do it again and again. The hour-and-a-half ride down to the hospital, they had to do it a few times as well. And that's the longest ride of your life because you just want him, sorry. Shoot, sorry. You just want to get him the help that he needs.
Doctors found a mass in his chest, cancer. Ethan would spend 3 weeks in the ICU, then 2 more weeks in the hospital before beginning chemotherapy.
At points, I was scared. But, you know, if my mom and dad were going to be scared, then, you know, I have to be the one that's not scared.
What could you see in their eyes when they look at you?
Just fear. Them not knowing if I'm going to die or not. That's...
Through 6 rounds of chemotherapy, Ethan withstood hair loss and weight loss without complaint. Scans showed his treatments doing their job. But then, while on a trip, Ethan started suffering severe headaches.
The doctors came in and told us that he had a tumor on his brain and that it's in an area of his brain where they can't operate to remove it.
Ethan returned to the hospital for more treatments. On May 3rd, he'd just been given an anti-nausea drug when something went wrong.
I asked him his name, and he looked at me, and his eyes kind of rolled back, and you know, can I have my nurse, please? What's the problem? Something's wrong, very wrong with Ethan. There was 5 nurses in the room right away, and it was like he was leaving.
An injection pulled Ethan back from the brink, and now he awaits a stem cell transplant. For his wish, Ethan is hoping to meet his favorite basketball player, Jimmy Butler of the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Jimmy Buckets!
Would you think he'd be nervous if he ever met him?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, he's famous, and I'm just a kid from a small town in Wisconsin.
Ethan thinks we're filming a promotional video for his internship with his father's robotics company.
Here we are on the shop floor of QCOM Technologies in Greenville, Wisconsin.
Little does he know, his wish is about to become a reality.
Ethan, what's going on? It's Jimmy Butler here.
Oh my God.
I heard you've been a fan of mine since day one, which I really appreciate. I heard how much you've been through in this last year, so I want to invite you and your family out to have a nice time with me in the great city of Los Angeles. Can't wait to meet you. Let's go enjoy the sunshine.
Oh my God.
A week later, they're off to Los Angeles, where Jimmy is waiting for him.
Ethan, what's up, boss? How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing okay?
Yeah.
Good, my man. How was the trip out here?
It was good.
Jimmy shows his guest around his house. The tour wraps up with the 2 new friends playing an old favorite game and getting to know each other.
You get 7. I get 7. So how are the treatments?
They're easy. All I have to do is really lay in bed and just sit there for a week, and then I get to go home, then come back. So it's not that bad, but, you know, it sucks being away from home.
I lose my mind when I gotta go on road for seven days out of the week. I'm just happy to hang out with you for a little bit, man. I don't get to hang out with too many new people. The beautiful last domino. Gang. You want to hoop?
There's a full day of activities ahead for these two to enjoy. But first, Ethan gets to pick the ride from Jimmy's fleet of vehicles and drive it.
Fine, I'll drive this one.
Good choice.
You just gotta
I ain't rode in it yet, so. No. You're a good driver. I hate driving, by the way, so thank you for driving. To the games, I just sit in the passenger side. One of my guys drives me to the game. I get out, ready to go.
Never thought in all my life I'd be shooting baskets in LA with Jimmy Butler.
Everything is a competition between Jimmy and Ethan. They're locked in a game of horse.
You thought I was going to... No.
Just crushed all my dreams.
But how about this for a sweet dream? Playing 2-on-2 with Jimmy,
Do you seriously want to guard him?
who hits his teammate with a sweet pass down the lane for a layup. Ethan returns the favor with a nice behind-the-back pass.
Can't win them all. Good job. My driver, you ready? Let's do this, Ethan.
In the car and headed for lunch, the talk gets a little more earnest.
So if you could say, like, what's one thing that you're scared of?
Dying was always one that I was afraid of.
Yeah? We're talking in the car, and the one thing I ask everybody is like, what scares you besides spiders and heights? He said death. And I was like, it makes sense. And just hearing him and telling me like what the day is like, what he has to go through, it puts everything into perspective.
I never would have imagined how he's helped us through this, because he's just been a great kid.
Yeah.
He's a great kid, and he's tough. He really is tough.
He's special. Yeah. No, seriously, I'm telling you.
This special day does not end at the lunch table. It's time for airsoft, an Ethan favorite. Up first, target practice.
Oh, I did it! Bobbly Swagger!
Then Ethan picks his team.
Take Bobley Swagger.
Oh yeah, Bobbly Swagger first up.
I'll pick tall, skinny guy.
Wow.
Far back corner.
Yeah!
Boy, Bobley.
Come on!
Boober.
Afterward, Jimmy surprises Ethan with some cool gear.
You did a great job today, man. You got that warrior spirit, dude. This is from everybody. Jimmy.
Oh yeah.
Here you go.
Thank you for coming to hang out. I appreciate you. You inspire us all. Seriously, really do.
The small-town kid from Wisconsin got to meet, play, and drive around his favorite athlete. It's an amazing ending to an eventful day, and for Ethan, one he'll never forget.
Oh yeah, Ethan did pretty good, and so did Jimmy. It was last August that Ethan was diagnosed. Next month, he'll undergo the first of 2 stem cell transplants, and Ethan, we're all rooting for you.